Hello and welcome to a special edition of NMB Takoyaki Party. This is our non-battle 2 check-in podcast. So it's not going to be a full-on Takoyaki Party, just kind of like a mini one discussing the current state of the non-battle. I'm Matt. I'm joined by Arida, Jeff, and Ryan. Yeah, it's just going to kind of give an overview of what the current state of non-battle is right now. Talking about the voting, the midterm votes. Going to talk about the board game segment. Going to talk about the performance segment of both Team N and M as well as B2. And then, yeah, kind of just like see what's going on with the non-battle. So, let's talk about I for the fan votes for 27 singles. So, on the last proper NMB Takoyaki Party, we talked about the first day results of the votes. And now we have the midterm results, but midterm is kind of generous because it's only been like a week after the first results, and there's still like 3 more weeks of voting.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Like, why couldn't they just do midterm in like actual midterm?
Yeah, like wait, like an extra week even would have been, closer to middle.
Yeah, it's not like they were waiting for like Nagisa's schedule or anything, right?
I think they had the last round of sales right after it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was it.
There it is, I guess. But anyway, yeah. So we'll go over the results in reverse chronological order. So we have in 24th Deguchi Yuina, 23rd Mizuta Shiori, 22nd Horishion, 21st Okamoto Reina, 20th Mochan, 19th Mighty, 18th Wadamiu, 17th Zeon, 16th Yuzu, 15th Wakanyan. So that's for the undergirls, preliminary undergirls.
Why go from like full name to like suddenly nicknames?
No, I got lazy. Imagine they do that like in the actual like election.
Yeah, well, like
you're next, sure. I'm pointing at you, Anyway, moving on to then the Senbatsu, tentative Senbatsu. 14th Madareko, 13th Shinshin, 12th Harakaren, 11th Yumin, 10th Uka, 9th Kato, 8th Anon, 7th Mikana, 6th Shibuya Nagisa, 5th Wakapon, 4th Sadharu, 3rd Chihi, 2nd Rei, and 1st Kojirin.
by a lot.
By a lot, yeah, at least 1,000.
1,400 something. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like we lost a few members from the last check-in, and we gained a few members from the last check-in. So
Yeah, let's start with that.
So the members who got kicked out of the Cool Kids Club are Fuwa, Anju, and Yunanan, who were in 24th, 23rd, and 20th respectively. So they were definitely in danger.
Yeah.
And I guess like the new faces, the ones who showed up in here are Horishion, Reina-tan, and Mochan. So
like Mochan jumped to like 20th. Well, I guess like Yuna was also 20, so it wasn't like that big a jump.
Mochan went from not being ranked to actually ranking in. So
Yeah.
That was but I think we kind of expected that, maybe, I guess.
Because of the whale?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
because all the whales.
And also her sales.
Yeah.
So, like, the only way you can explain like her sales and like her not ranking is, if someone sold the voting tickets.
So the votes. Or like didn't get all his votes in because it was literally like 24 hours to get your CD votes in.
Yeah. Yeah, good for Mochan and Renatan and who's the other one? Shion. Yeah.
Shion's kind of a big surprise, but I guess
I mean she's been around for a while, so
has a fan base.
Yeah, you get the fan base, right? Like and
besides, she is the only one from Hokkaido.
So all of Hokkaido
now, yeah.
Aru does,
there's no Marin anymore.
Aru does like so bitter about this.
The real talk, if Marin was still in the group, I don't think she would have ranked
No.
it.
Yeah, but at least he can split Shion vote, I think.
There is no Hokkaido vote. this isn't like an actual election.
Yeah,
right?
you didn't vote for Shion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Um,
Renatan is kind of surprising because her sales are
Yeah.
pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of like a weird one you don't expect to actually do well, but then, you know, she gets like random, like she was in like Ali Lemon Kisetsu, so.
I mean, she's. I don't know. I'm not gonna say she's pushed, but she's somewhere in like the weird like dead zone.
Is she like she's like, it's her and Deguchi, like the only 6 gens not in Senbatsu, so.
Yeah. I see Renatan as like Walmart Anon.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, like she has like a small like following, and then like management seems to like her, but like management can never commit to her, and it's not like she does well enough for to like, you know, push herself into Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, maybe like her fans like, you know, took this as a challenge to get her in. Good for them if they are able to do it.
I mean, they got
her
keep it
being
up.
in Wing also helped a lot, I think.
Yeah, for her performance for sure.
Yeah.
And getting noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, she's doing better than Deguchi.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we talked about how Yuna way underperformed last time, and then
Now
we would
what's
have to
this?
see
Now
the
it gets
midterm.
worse.
Yeah, somehow it got worse. So
Yeah.
this level is, I don't know, it has to be some kind of like mass betrayal.
Yeah, I wonder who's responsible for that.
It's not something my level can affect.
But
Yeah,
a lot
maybe,
of
like, you
Chihi
know,
fans can.
I mean, you can imagine like one dude like bought like a lot, right, and then sold it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, like
Yeah, it's kind of
it's
unfortunate
either
for her,
that
though.
or they're like extremely disorganized, like where they would let so many votes be like go off not voted before the midterm. Because like seeing this, any like me, someone who likes her but isn't like her first, she isn't the first Oshi. I was thinking of voting a little bit, but then now it seems it would just be a waste. Like she wouldn't be any happier being 21st versus like 23rd. And Senbatsu is completely out of the conversation now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm sure she'd be happy to be 24th instead of 25th.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Because she's literally 24th right now, so...
Like one of these, like Yunanan or like Anju could come back and
I mean,
kick her out.
maybe. I don't know about Anju. Like, she doesn't strike me as having, like, you know, the hardcore fan. Like, enough hardcore fans to, like, push her in. Because, like, the problem with this, right, is, like, you're always fighting for, like, the really small pie of, like, the other people who, like, you throw votes at you. And, like, you know, if you're one of those people, right, like, you're, like, Kokona Oshi or something, right? Like, and then it's like, oh, who do I use my votes on? And, like, if you see, like, you know, Yuna out of 24, it's like, well, I'm not gonna waste my, or like you're Jeff, right? Like, I'm not gonna give it to Yuina because, you know, fuck that. I'm gonna wait. That's a wasted vote. So
I know I shouldn't do that feeling. So like just before the midterms came out,
yeah,
I used like 2 of my like mobile vote things or whatever, like my mobile mail and my app mail. I use those on Fuwa before the midnight. I'm like, oh, maybe I can help her. Nope.
Yeah, just wait. So now you kind of feel bad about it, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, now I feel like I wasted like 2 votes on Fuwa.
Yeah. That's the thing, bro. Like, you know, so for example, like Jeff, right? You kind of like Yuina, but then it's like, well, do I really want to waste a vote here? And that's the problem. Like, so if you have, like, you know, momentum, like, unfortunately, no one has momentum anymore. Like, basically, the midterm is basically ruined, like, all of the narratives. Like,
Yeah.
Anon going up, or Reiko going up, or Mighty going up, or something.
Yeah.
Like, after, like, the midterms, like, well, it's gonna be, like, the people, like, who you think are gonna be top or are gonna be top.
Yeah. There's still a chance for, a couple surprises.
I mean,
maybe,
yeah, of
but-
course there will still be, but then there is no more narrative.
Yeah.
Like, last time we talked, right? Like I was saying, like, there's the Anon train or like the Reiko train, right? But then both of them have stalled. Maybe Anon's
yeah.
still okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she might be able to hang in there, but Reiko's in danger.
Yeah.
it's the same
Well-
for us, kind of. Like, we aimed for the Sokuho, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
we were afraid of how far we're going to fall in the midterm. And we're
Yeah.
lucky Hichihi only fell 1. And I think
Yeah.
Anon falling down to 8th is, like, is not too bad. From
Yeah,
that
I mean,
perspective.
yeah, it's not. But then there is, like, you lose the momentum narrative.
The people, like, the midterm actually hurts a lot for the people who did the Sokuho strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mighty.
Like Mighty. Like, she goes from where did she go for, like, 9 or something
13.
to 13 to
13,
19.
19.
So yeah, now there is a possibility for her to, like, actually drop out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, probably not, but
She'll
you never
probably
know.
might hang in there, barely.
So,
in the
like-
20s.
This is an interesting way of looking at it. So let's say, for example, actually our predictions of, like, Nagisa and Uka actually being in have come true.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that was like
It's kind of obvious.
the most obvious.
Yeah,
thing
so that's
to
why I
happen.
was saying, like, 13 and 14 last time are not safe because Nagisa and Uka
Yeah, so-
were getting in.
Yeah, Yuzu and Mighty got
yeah.
bumped out.
Yeah. So now you have to think, right? Like, so if you're Reiko, so you're hanging on to 14, right? So if you look at it strategically, and this is the fun part of these kinds of senkyos, if you look at it strategically, who below her would realistically be able to beat her?
Mew and Wakanyan, I think.
Really?
I think
Yeah,
Seventh
they have
gen, though.
potential.
I think Mew
Seventh
and
gen, though.
Mighty based on votes.
I mean, a lot
I
of
mean, based
her
on
fans
sales.
still buying for real
Mhm.
Hanasikai, so
Oh
Yeah, and-
yes.
NNB
Yeah.
position in Oricon start is also still in top 10
Yeah.
during this week. So yeah, a lot of CD coming in.
Does it have a number or no? 10
Last
Only
for
top
World
three.
War weekly sales last week is around 7,000 CDs.
Okay.
I mean, that's
So,
not a lot.
yeah.
Like only like top 3 actually you'll see like the numbers for like daily.
Yeah. Yeah, and like 3 would be like, 2,000 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so like Mew and Mighty? You think? Like, so basically Mew has to jump over Zeon, Yuzu, Wakanyan, and Reiko to be able to get in.
Yeah,
Right?
but
So that's
yeah.
that's how you're supposed to think about it, right? Like, who can you jump over? Who could beat you? Because, like, Reiko, like, obviously 14 is like, obviously the most dangerous position. But you look down and see like who would realistically be able to jump over. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. But like, I don't see like Wakanyan or Zeon being having that many votes.
They have pretty big like vote jumps they have to get up to. It's like at least 300 to get up to Reiko
Yeah.
or Rakanyan, and then
Right?
800. So
So, like, for example, like, Zeon needs, like, 700 to get to Reiko. And obviously 700 is nothing, right? Like, that's obviously, like, easy. That's easy to get. But then, Reiko would also go up by 700 anyway.
Yeah.
So, can you make up that gap or not? Like, I don't know.
yeah, make up or exceed that gap.
Yeah. And yeah. So, looking at the top 4... okay, so, looking at the top 14, who do you think could still drop out?
I
Like,
think
for example,
between-
like Kato went from like 4th to 9th. That's a pretty big drop.
Yeah, but her
Daniel ran out of
sales are still like equal with all the other members who have the same number of slots.
Mm.
Mm.
So,
but it is Kato is also one of the bigger drops. I was kind
Yeah.
of surprised.
yeah. Like, so I guess like her committee went for the Sokuho strategy too.
Yeah.
That's a problem with the Sokuho strategy is like the mid results basically ruins it.
Yeah.
Because like, looking at the mid results, like kind of a boring top 10.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? Like, oh, okay, same people. I guess like Anon is the only like surprise on there. But like, seeing like Kato 4th and Anon 5th, right, in the prelims was like kind of a shock.
Yeah. And like seeing like, Nagisa and Uka not being in there at all was also a shock. But them getting in there, that wasn't surprising though. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised with Nagisa going all the way to 6. Like she has by
Because-
far the biggest like vote percent increase and raw number.
4,000 votes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her fans, you just need to, kick them in the ass. Well, she has full slots.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't think like Nagisa would have a lot of betray, like a lot of people would betray her. I don't think that would happen. So yeah, I think from the 14 who are in danger would be Reiko.
Yeah, I think bottom 3, Karen.
I mean, yeah,
Shinshin
Karen
and Reiko,
and Shinshin Reiko.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like, Yumin is actually a pretty good number. She's 600 above Reiko.
Yeah.
But still, right? I think like Yumin has a chance to go down. Well, not a chance. Like she'll definitely still go down. But Uka will probably still go up.
Yeah. Anon might go down.
Yeah, Anon might go down.
Mikana is like
Yeah, I don't know.
she's like might just stay there.
Yeah, maybe.
Nagisa will probably go up. Wakapon probably go up. Sadaharu.
Yeah, I think she's gonna go
Sadaharu
down.
is
Like, that's
stable,
too
She
high.
needs
yeah.
to go down. She needs to go down, but willpower.
I don't know. I think 6,000 is like way too high for her.
I mean,
I have no idea because she has pretty good sales. So, but we'll see.
and Chihi, is she gonna stay in 3rd, or do you think she's gonna go?
I think Chihi and Wakapon gonna
She
go
might
down, I think.
actually. She might because like as we've seen with Jeff, like the committee is like pretty motivated. Like, I mean, Nagisa could still get a 3rd. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
depends on how motivated her committee
I
is.
think Nagisa is the scariest for us.
Mm.
It's like on the personal level, it's like 4th gen rivalry. Like, I don't want to lose to her, but the reality is probably it's gonna be hard.
I'm sorry to say this, Jeff. Like the hammer and the nail isn't the rivalry, so. I mean, it's a bad comparison. Like you can't really compare, and no one can be compared to Nagisa. So, but I mean, like obviously she doesn't have like the hardcore. I mean, she does, of course, but like she doesn't have like the Kojin level hardcore fans. She's just like more of the more casual. She has by far the most fans, of course. Whether these people will vote for her or not. Yeah, I mean, of the people who know her, right? Like, oh, I like that girl. Like, doesn't even know she's NMB.
If only people who watch her on TV could vote for it, like on Kohaku, like with their TV remotes.
Then she'd be like fucking first with like 1 million votes or something.
Yeah, I think it's between Ray and Kojin, but I guess Kojin seems like it's gonna be.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's even like. I don't think it's like Ray is doing the like I need to be first, blah blah blah. But
Yeah, but it's still hard for Ray.
yeah, I don't know.
surpass
I
Kojin.
don't think like it's already
Just like
1,500 difference.
Yeah. Do we want to theorize like what would be like the vote total? Like not vote total, but like final votes. Do you think we're gonna get like
20?
20,000?
I think Kojirin can get to 20.
20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Probably
Yeah.
no higher than that. It's not gonna be like AKB Senkyo, 100,000.
Of course not.
Gonna get... not even Miru got that many.
Yeah.
Or Sayaka even. Yeah.
But like
20,000
20,000 is a good number actually. It would get
Yeah.
you around 20 late 20s to 30ish position in AKB Senkyo.
Yeah.
It's pretty good actually. Yeah, I think Kojirin has this in the bag. I mean obviously like Ray could still pull it out, but it's looking to be Kojirin. The fact it's actually quite boring up top.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in like the bottom fight. Like I mean, fight for
As
third.
always, right?
Yeah.
Even like with general like when Senbatsu decisions are being made, we're always talking about the border members.
Yeah.
Who gets in, who doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. But like third is an interesting fight. I think there's a very good chance that like Chihi hangs on, because like I have no belief in like Sadharu that she can like muster more votes. Wakapon is weird. I don't know.
Now
Like, I have
Wakapon
no
really
idea.
going down from fifth, I think. Keeping in
Really?
fifth
Really?
is hard. Yeah.
Just because her fans aren't showing
Yeah,
up.
I think she will be hanging on around 8 or 9 in the last position, I think.
Wow, you're very pessimistic.
Yeah. It's more realistic.
Yeah, I think Nagisa and Chihi. I mean, if you ask me to put money on it, I'll put money on Nagisa because
Yeah.
it's because it's Nagisa.
Jeff will take that bet.
I win either way.
Yeah, well, Nagisa. Yeah, Mikana maybe she still like goes up a bit. But I don't know.
She's also weird.
I mean, it
like she's kind of
depends on her
weird.
casuals who like get Hanashikai without even knowing non-battle is going on or something.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch her like Insta Live or something, like so many people have no fucking clue what the hell like NAMBATTLE is.
Non-battle.
Like they don't even know what Mobame is.
Yeah.
Like she spends a lot of time on her like Insta Live explaining what Mobame is. Like you can get you can get mail from me and then you can vote.
And then I go on hiatus and I don't send you an email for a month.
Yeah, but I think yeah. So Mikana's like the weird one because she has a lot of casuals, but like I don't know how much she can convert it.
Yeah.
Like Anon, Keito. I think Keito maybe might still go up. I think Anon is like still going down. Like I feel that she can still. I feel that like until 14th is kind of safe for her,
Yeah.
but I don't believe that she can get like front position.
Yeah.
Which is still good. Which is still a good result. It's just not like amazing. And then Uka, Yumin,
Uka will probably go up.
Uka probably go up
Yeah.
because she has a lot of like old fans.
Yeah.
Yumin, I have
Yumin
no idea. I
somehow has a lot of old fans or
Yeah,
inherited some random people, whoever.
yeah. I mean, I have no idea. I want to give. I don't really want to speculate with Yumin anymore because like I can't explain anything about her.
Yeah.
How the fuck she's getting
She
into
proves you
Senbatsu
wrong
and
just
now.
to spite you.
Yeah, clearly, like fuck you, especially you. So.
Yeah. Karen. So actually, before the midterm reverse, I was actually worried about her. Like, if she was actually going to stay in the Senbatsu, because like I like did my votes, and I'm like, me alone, I can't get her to stay in Senbatsu.
Mm-hmm.
But then I see there's like so many other people voting for her that gave me hope. I'm like, oh, okay, Karen has fans.
I mean, of course she has fans.
Yeah.
We just don't know how many there are and how much money they have.
I don't know. Well, based on the viral video, the viral tweet it got, quite a few,
Helped
I guess,
by
so.
her.
Helped by her. She retweeted she retweeted her own like advertisement or whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even advertising now battle. So I have hope. I have. She might hang on. Like,
Yeah, I mean, 12 is probably fair for her.
she didn't change position, whereas Shin was above her originally,
Oh, okay.
and she dropped down 2 places. So
Oh, that's true. Karen's still 12. Yumin dropped. Okay. Because of Nagisa and Uka. That's why.
yeah.
So even when Reiko and Shinshin went below Karen still didn't improve.
Yeah, she didn't really improve, but she hold
I see.
hold strong. That's kind of like my goal of her. I mean, her goal is to be Kami 7, which I don't see that, but my goal for her is to stay in Subbatsu.
Yeah, I think okay. Let's say
if she's 14, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, just hang on, right? Like that's the only important thing right now. I think like for the border girls, like Karen, Shinshin, I'll put Yumin in there and Reiko or something. Like the goal is to hang on.
Yeah.
Like if you're still Senbatsu for the next single, that helps in the one after it.
Yeah. But it's like I don't see like these 15, 16, 17, 18 members. I don't see them. Maybe they may not actually overtake Karen.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, right? Like you do have to think about like this, right? Like so Miyu, for example, she has to jump over Zion, Yuzu, Wakanyan, Reiko, Shinshin before she gets to Karen.
Well,
Yeah.
So
it's not
then the question is
literally
like can
one,
she jump?
It's not literally 1-on-1 though. It's just like
I know.
more-
I'm saying like
more than all.
can you
those.
do better? Can you do better than all of those groups? Basically, if you can beat one, maybe
It's like a Mortal Kombat ladder. You have to like get through the other people before you get
So,
to Karen.
like, I mean, you think about it this way, right? Like, can you, for example, like, can Rei beat Kojirin? Maybe. But then could Chihi beat both Rei and Kojirin? And probably not, right? That's how I look at it. Like, so basically I'm saying like, Chihi probably not getting first. So that's how I look at it. So, would Karen drop down that much? Like, she would have to be beaten by like 6 people. Like, I mean, if she gets beaten by 6 people, she probably deserves to be out of Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I'm looking at it.
Not these 6 people though.
Yeah.
6 other people. Okay, I'll be okay with it.
I mean, if you think about it, like who has a shot of like of like the outside Senbatsu to get
There is
in?
one.
Like, maybe Yuzu.
There's one.
Mickey.
Do you want to
Don't forget about Mickey.
Yeah, Ryan. You have some insider info. Do you want to talk about that, Ryan?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much to
Unreliable
believe.
source.
Do you believe him, Jeff? Because he also told you, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because I think
So,
Teppotai is a different story because it was not that most of the top members were not competing, and then that was their one shot to do something. But now it's just way too unrealistic for them to do anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the story is that someone that we know knows some people in the Miki community, and they said that they're not going for it.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
It's
they could be lying, right? I don't know.
I mean, you think you would from the sales, they're not trying through that, and then are they gonna make like 3,000 mobile accounts? It's probably
Maybe
physically impossible.
I mean, is that how they did the first time, right? With Teppotai, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We don't actually know. We don't actually know how they did it.
We don't know, because they're working in the shadows,
Yeah.
essentially. Like, they basically held off on voting until after March 2nd.
Yeah.
If they're going to be coming in here, so yeah.
Yeah. So we
She could come from surprise, but I mean, if we were to believe Ryan's friend or whoever.
Yeah. So I mean, don't believe everything I say, of course, but that's the story coming from the Miki community. So, do you think, like, for example, like Mighty could get in? So all the 7th gens are like really weird for me because like we don't really have a very good grasp of their popularity.
Yeah.
Like,
we have like
Wakanyan
our
being
own
15
personal
is
biases.
yeah, we do. Like, Zion needs to be in Senbatsu. So no, I'd be happy if she stays at 17. Completely happy.
Right? So, yeah.
I mean, she wants to be Senbatsu, I don't really care. But like, this would be really good for her, like 17. But I don't actually believe that she's gonna stay at 17.
Like, I see like Wakanan having the best chance of getting Subbatsu, and then
Really?
Mighty, maybe she can come back. Just because she seems to have like that kind of momentum, the hype.
I think Miyu. So if you made me choose, like, I would say like Yuzu, Miyu, Mighty has the best chance out of everyone outside Senbatsu to get in Senbatsu. You know, for whatever various reasons. I think Yuzuha's sales suck though. But I mean, you know, boobs. Never underestimate the power of boobs.
It worked for Suchan.
Yeah.
She got 3rd place in Tebo Time.
So like with Mighty, I don't know. Like, does her whale still have enough bullets?
Either they ran.
Yeah,
I don't think
she sold
so.
out immediately. Well, she's not immediately, but she sold out pretty quickly. So there's relying on either mobile accounts or real handshake votes. So it's I mean they're running out of time for that. They have like 2 days to sign up for that.
Yeah. When is the deadline for voting?
In 2 days. For voting.
On
the
25th.
25th. Ah, okay. So
Like the day before Coconut concert.
So there's still 2 weeks.
Yeah, but Ryohana Nasikai application is until 14.
Yeah. And then those tickets will arrive like on like the 7th. Actually, no.
Yeah, I think around
Like a
20.
week
I think.
later. Yeah, it's like a week
Yeah.
later usually is when they mail them out. So yeah.
I should
So they have a few days.
I should put in my order. I still have.
You gonna do
He's
it?
gonna meet
Go to
Mikana.
Kanto.
Gonna meet Mikana.
In a bro meetup in Kanto.
I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyways, Deguchi. No more. No chance.
She's
How far
Okay,
away?
we were talking about
How far away is she? 1,400 ish.
for Senbatsu. No,
Yeah.
no chance.
Nobody knows.
It's more her concern now is just not getting ranked out. We didn't even talk about Shiori.
Yeah.
Like, we're
She
surprised,
managed
like,
to
she's
stay
still
in.
hung in. She's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like she's out of the game, but still is in.
Yeah,
this.
it's amazing actually. Like, what the fuck?
Like they're insane. Like they're like all the Miki people decided to vote for her. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, how did this happen? Like, I mean, it would be an amazing story, I guess, if she hangs on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I hope she can participate in the song if she ranks it.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be back. She'll be back probably by
Yeah, after
May,
NAMBATTLE finals, he
June,
will
whenever.
back, I think.
June, whenever they do this thing. So
Yeah. I mean, I hope she's there if she actually ranks in, because at least like she gets that, you know,
Motivation.
the
glory, from
the
that,
glory, the glory.
Yeah.
recognition or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, good for her. Good for her fans. I still think I mean they might run out though. I mean she's 23rd. She's like barely hanging on.
Yeah. I mean, she gained
6 more
1,200
than
votes.
Yuina.
Yeah. Oh man, that's fucking terrible. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe I
with
can
Deguchi?
make a difference.
Oh.
6 votes.
You're gonna be the one that knocks out Shiori.
Wink Civil War.
It's like it reminds me of like Tetris 99 where you knock out a player.
Yeah. Like, so are there people who still haven't been called that we think might still have a shot at Undergirls? Like
I think IP is in the no lifers club.
IP?
No
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah, no chance for IP, I think.
IP and who else? Sion?
Shion's in.
Sion, she's hard.
Sion.
She's still new.
Sion, yeah. 8th
No
gen,
eighth
no
gens.
chance.
Yeah.
8th gen, no chance. But so IP, Sion. Who else?
Hasa.
Like, I mean, the older girls, right? Like
Oh yeah,
Hasa.
We forgot about
Hasa. Oh, former Senbatsu member Hasa.
We always forget about Hasa.
Yeah, everyone forgets about.
I mean, when I
Hasa.
watched the Team N show the other day, I was like, oh yeah, Hasa.
Like, maybe, like, that's like, you know, I mean, at this point, it's a long shot.
Oh, she also kind of gave up, right?
Yeah, her mobile
Yeah.
kinda give up.
I hope she comes back. I mean, even without the Senkyo thing, like, you know, maybe she finds like a new niche or something, because it is painful to see her like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so predictions. Is our prediction that Kojirin's gonna get center?
Begrudgingly.
Yeah. So
Not my center. Hashtag not my center.
yeah. Do you have any like hot takes on like the top 14? Like, do you think Reiko's gonna hang on, or do you think someone gets dropped? Let's just get the predictions out of the way.
I think we've been doing that. I think for the last like 20 minutes.
I know. Just like final answer.
I want Reiko in, so it's hard for me to say to predict she'll be out. I think she'll stick in, just because it's as we said, I think it's hard to see who will pass her.
Yeah. My prediction is Reiko stays and Miu gets in when Yumin gets kicked out. Well, actually, that's I'm not really sure if that's a prediction or that's my hope.
Third time's the charm.
Yes.
That's a pretty big jump.
If I keep predicting it, like it will happen.
Definition of insanity.
Yeah. It's like a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So this is my time.
Yeah.
I hope Reiko gets. I hope Reiko stays in.
Yeah. Hi, Arda.
Okay, my prediction is Shin out and either Wakanyan or Miu in.
Whoa.
I think
Yeah.
Shinshin is not as safe. We kind of just didn't talk about her, but
Yeah.
I feel like she still has like the otaku like.
Yeah, but I think it's not
simp
her fans
vote,
not strong enough. I think.
Yeah, simp vote. That's the thing though. I think she does have a good amount of simps, like Gachikoi types. So maybe.
Like she and Karen might switch out, but it's
Like, to be quite honest, if you make me choose between Shinshin and Reiko, I will choose Shinshin.
oh, yeah. Even though like you probably want Reiko to stay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
getting Sabatsu, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like
Shinshin's more
realistically,
realistic.
right? Like
Yeah,
realistically,
yeah.
like popularity wise, like I think Shinshin has a better chance than Reiko. Maybe I don't know. Like I mean, I would even put a bet on Shinshin over Karen. Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Like, just need to get Yumin out. Like, if we can get Yumin out, that will solve a lot of problems. So.
Yeah, my I guess my prediction / hope is Yumi, Shinshin out, and then Wakanyan and Mew back in, but that's kind of.
I mean, Mew didn't really improve. She went from 19 to 18. So we're putting like a lot of
1,900 votes.
Yeah.
The vote numbers, I think, is what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she did get a lot of improvement. But then
It's almost 2,000.
Zeon also had 1,800.
Yeah, that's less than Mew, but I guess Mew started at a lower number, so.
Hey, Wakanyan's
They're about the
2,000.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think she could probably still go up.
Wakanyan? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
her first grade 4 is coming in, so that might be.
That's not really. I mean, that's
That'd
not
be too
really
late.
Too
yeah.
late.
It would be late. Yeah.
I mean, also if Yuzu's not getting like a gravy bump, then Wakanya's not gonna get a gravy bump.
Yeah. Yeah, and Karen hopefully stays in.
So
14 minimum.
that's hope / prediction.
Yeah.
Jeff, the Yumin fan.
You defender.
I think she'll stay in.
So are you saying that this is the 14?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be really surprised if this doesn't change. Like, the order will change around, but it might just be these 14 members.
Yeah, I
I mean,
think so too.
With 1 or 2 substitutions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Deguchi fucked everything up.
Yeah, you fucked up, Iguchi.
Yeah. It would be more interesting if she was like 15 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to ask Jeff, like, okay, Jeff, choose between Reiko and Deguchi. Yeah. Maybe. I just want I want Zeon and Mochan to get in. You can drop Karen and Yumin. That's fine.
Nah.
Do you think like Fuwa gets back in?
I think
Maybe.
my 2 votes
possibly.
didn't help her.
Because Deguchi isn't really that safe. And Shiorin and
Yeah, and Shorin and Shion.
and Renatan and Shion, right? Like aren't really particularly safe.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a lot of
Fuu's
interesting.
Yeah. Her sales aren't that good though. Fuu's sales weren't that good.
That's
so.
true.
Like she's like Yuzu level. So I guess tune in after March 27th for angry rants complaining about the final results. I don't know if it's going to be like March 27th. It's going to be a little later because I'm going to be staying in Osaka for a while. So maybe early April, first weekend of April or so. We might do that.
Okay.
Breakdown or whatever. Retrospective podcast. Okay. So we spent a lot of time talking about the votes. It's the last time we'll talk about that for a while. Let's move on to the Un segment, or the luck segment for the Nambashiki board game. We had not that much info last time, but now we know exactly the whole format of the game and the prizes. So it's a board game played at the NMB Theater with 20 spaces, different kinds of themes and challenges for each space. There's normal space, there's the in space for Nandeyanen, which is like they do some kind of embarrassing gag. But it seems like there's like no fail state. You just have to do it and then you're fine. There's mission, which these are similar to like the non-battle final like variety challenges where you have to like catch a kendama ball or play with a stopwatch and time it exactly at 12 seconds. Pull the tablecloth off the table, stuff like that. If you pass, you get to move a certain number of spaces. If you fail, you just stay there. And then there's the B for battle spaces, and is where a member will randomly draw another member's name. They play rock, paper, scissors. If you win, you go forward one space. If you lose, you go back a certain set of spaces. With the 20 space, which is like the one right at the very end. If you lose that one, you go back to the very beginning. So it's super fucked up if you get hit by that one, which happened multiple times. So they did 3 streams of the groups playing. It was kind of a weird order. It was like D, C, E, G, H, A, B, F. I think because of like Nagisa's schedule and stuff. And at the stream, they announced the actual prizes for the members, the top 7 members that win, that get into the finals. So for that, 7th, 6th, and 5th places will appear on an upcoming episode of Imosto, which is like this like seasonal kind of quarterly TV show. They've done it a few times. There's a subbed episode of it on TEPPEN Subs if you want to check out what that show's all about.
Isn't like partially subbed?
It was partially subbed. Yeah, I did like the first like half hour. I didn't do the last like 15 minutes because it was boring. And because Karen wasn't in it. But yeah. Anyway, you can check that out. Give you an idea of the show. And then they'll also be the promotional models for an upcoming Good Spoon NMB 48 Cafe, which will be opening up in May, like temporarily. Which me and Jeff went to that last year.
It's just like a cordoned off area of Good Spoon.
Yeah. Here you go, the little degenerates. You guys go in this corner.
Yeah.
Don't bother all like
Don't bother the real customers.
There's like all like the classy ladies and stuff.
Yeah. I'm surprised that like Good Spoon still wants to collab with NMB though.
They do a lot of collabs, like because they do a lot of anime.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because it's like the anime Good Spoon Cafe, like in Namba.
I see.
Must
Okay.
be a part of their business model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's such a weird like collab to do, because like Good Spoon itself seems to be like, one of those fancy cafe like thingies, and then like they cater to the otaku, like in the corner.
Well, because we had like the Sweets Paradise.
Yeah, but that's Sweets Paradise, right? So
it's like slightly, it's like Good Spoon is like slightly
classier.
Higher.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's cool. Like at least I'm glad like the cafe is coming back.
Yeah.
Briefly. Maybe we'll do a video on it or something again. We'll see. Okay. So 4th place will get those previous 2 prizes and a cosmetic set courtesy of Shiseido, which is just like a makeup cosmetics brand. I always mix Shiseido and Shinseido up because one of them's like a CD shop and one of them's a cosmetics shop.
Shinseido is the CD shop.
Yeah.
Shiseido's the makeup.
I
think she does. Shiseido has a collab with Akarin. That's probably how they got it.
Probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's cool.
NMB known by all the Asian moms around the world.
So all the Chinese people in the airport like buying all the Shiseido.
Like the duty-free, tax-free stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Third place will get all the previous prizes, and will appear on a special YouTube like show or stream, like probably one-time special stream. They didn't really say exactly what it is. Second place will get all the previous prizes except for the Shiseido cosmetic set. But they will get a set of sportswear and shoes courtesy of Adidas.
This was pretty surprising. How did we get Adidas to sponsor?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy Adidas, right?
I guess it's might not be sponsored. It could be like staff pooled some money to buy sweatpants and a pair of shoes.
Yeah, like a tracksuit.
Although, I will say that Yuri did some like Adidas shoot like a couple of weeks ago. So it's possible that Show Title and Adidas have some kind of connection.
Well, like they did that one thing for the 2014 World Cup, like the AKB48 group soccer jerseys.
Yeah, but that's AKB, not NMB.
Yeah,
that was back
group,
when
though,
48 was still kind of at the peak.
Relevant, yeah. I'm pretty sure like Adidas is not gonna give a shit about NMB.
Because I have a Yuihan jersey of that from back when I was a Yuihan Oshi.
Yeah. And by the way, that collab was not with Adidas. It was with the Japanese Soccer Federation.
Yeah, but they were also sponsored by Adidas because it's free stripes. So
yeah,
that's why.
Yumin really wants this one. She loves Adidas.
I think a lot of like the sports people. I think Anju wants it too.
And
Zion said that she wants it too. Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah. And then first place, this is where stuff gets a little bit separated. So first place will get the Imosto appearance, the Good Spoon appearance, the YouTube program, and they'll also have like a segment on like the Family Mart in-store radio where like they'll be talking like on the radio, probably on like 30 seconds, 1 minute. You hear it on the radio if you don't do
it plays on a loop.
1 minute's way too long. Yeah. I mean, if you go to like Family Mart or something, you can probably hear like Nogizaka or Keyakizaka or
there's a lot of
Hashimoto or something.
A lot of Seiyu do it.
Yeah. But that's pretty big because that's 16,000 stores in Japan.
Yeah, but it's not your face though; it's just your voice. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, depending on who's on it, it could be interesting. They have like a distinctive voice or some kind of dumb thing to say.
Oh, you want to say a piro?
Yeah, I want that just so when you guys go there, you guys have to hear it.
Well, I don't go to Family Mart, so whatever.
Mine is Family Mart, my closest one.
Oh. Yeah.
Actually, it was really funny when they were talking about this. Cause I think Mikana was excited for this.
Yeah.
And then like they asked her, "Oh, you go to convenience store?" Yeah, but I go to 7-Eleven.
And like Mo-chan's like hobby is going to convenience stores or something.
Oh yeah. And then they also get a 1-year supply of Kit Kats.
Wakapon was really excited about that.
A lot of members were excited about this, I think.
How did it? Whatever. Do they have like a collab with Nestle?
Like I said, yeah, all these weird like sponsorships and collaborations and whatever.
Yeah.
And then they also will get like a little solo cover version of an upcoming NMB like book or photo book.
Yeah.
Details on what that is.
It's gonna be like a NAMBATTLE memorial book or something.
Yeah. It's a pamphlet to give away.
No, they're gonna sell it.
Yeah. It'll be like the 10th anniversary like book, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. With interviews and stuff. Okay. Interesting though. But yeah, I guess all these weird sponsorships is pretty cool. I mean, it's way better than last year's sponsorships, which was like Hirapa, the Osaka Tourism Bureau.
Yeah.
The one
Gogoichi.
the random like was it like yeah the weird Gogoichi they weren't a sponsor last year. But was it the weird like facial oil?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What's that? What's
yeah,
Sun?
I think.
Yeah.
And then the cardboard company.
Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely stepped up our game with the sponsors this time around. pretty cool. And I guess also Joshin, I guess, would be a sponsor also, but separate from this. It's kind of basically took like all the extra prizes they gave to Kunmar last year, but now just gave them to they split it up with the people in this board game thing.
Instead
So
of a stupid static cup game, you have a stupid board game.
Well, and it's probably like they might still bring back the static cup for like a mission challenge or something.
I hope not. Stupid static cup.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the actual board game, like kind of the first round results. So in Group A, Reina-tan and Mo-chan passed. In Group B, was it Sagata
Misaki and Sakura Dayaka.
and Sakura Saka group. That's not the Saka pairing.
No, the
Sakata
Saka pairing is
Ayaka.
Sakashi Tamako.
Yeah. So they passed. In Group C, it was Anon and Kojidin. Raises eyebrow, like side eyes. Some of that. Group D, Wakapon and then Matsuoka Sakura. Group E, Sakamoto Risa and Sai B. Group F, Wakanyan and Miu. Group G, Maidoreko and Sion. Group H, Chihi and Misaki Prime. Yoshino Misaki. Yeah, so those people will be going on to the semifinals on March 22nd, where it will be 2 groups of 5 and 1 group of 6 playing together. And from there, the top 6 from that, and then 1 person from the losers bracket will go on to the finals on March 27th. I don't know, I think like this preliminary round is probably the most interesting part of this whole like non-battle thing, just because you get to see all the members are participating, so you can kind of root for the members that you wanted to win to move on. Whereas like if all of your Oshimen were already knocked out in this first round, you kind of no reason to watch the semifinals. I was really salty about Karen getting knocked out. She got those rolling like 6s constantly,
Just because.
and then got the 20, and then got knocked
yeah.
out. Yeah, then got knocked out at the 20 space by Arisa. So I'm officially a Arisa anti. Last time I was a Nami anti. Now I'm a Arisa anti.
Same thing happened to Yuina.
Ah, yeah.
6th gen cursed.
So any other highlights for you guys who watched?
I remember in Shinshin's game, like there was one point where they like put her 1 space behind where she should have, and I think like if you like really counted it at the end, like she would have been like one square further and could have like done rock paper scissors with somebody and like potentially knock them back and change the result. So I don't know. They gotta be careful.
How about you, Arda?
Yeah, I just hate how sometimes the MC take long time to give example like Kokohaku or even the elf
Yeah.
last time make the white space into Gyaru space with this pointless thing.
They ask him some questions or interview him for like 5 minutes each, and it's like, no, the white space is the free space. Just
And it does kind of affect the game because in the last group, like when they did 3 groups in one day, the last group would run out of time, and then they would have to end it on the last turn, even if nobody reached 20 yet.
Yeah. Which did happen multiple times. Ryan, you got any highlights?
Mikana lost.
We kind of lost.
That's a highlight.
She lost to the Junkin. She didn't lose to anyone else. She just lost to the Junkin.
Fucking Junkin.
It's like her name kept on getting drawn for Junkin. She got beaten by like 5 people. She got beaten by like Baby Sakura like 3 times.
The Janken is really harsh because you can get picked as the opponent even when it's not your turn, and then the loss is way worse than the win.
The win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't Mion, she got like sent back to start like 3 or 4 times. Just because she was like so far behind everyone else. And she kept on getting picked and like kept on losing. Anyway, so hey, AKB fans, NMB brought back the Senkyo, they also brought back Junkin tournament. You should be happy. Okay, that's kind of it for the board game segment. So then let's move on We'll take a quick break and we'll come back talk about the performance segment of the non-battle. And we are back. Alright, so let's talk about the performance, the my non-battle between Team N and Team M. So they ended up performing in a weird order. So M went before N. And they did a completely new set list from their normal Team M set list. But it's very non-battle-esque, as in it's mostly...
Dance bullshit.
Yeah, dance song.
No, not that.
No,
All I was going to say is all
not
like it's
even.
NMB songs. It's
Yeah.
NMB songs, that's why I was like...
Yeah.
I was happy. Let's talk about the performing members, I guess, first. Wakapon, Miki, Chihi, Keito, Rei, Deguchi, Harakaren, Reiko, Anju, and Shion in spirit. I guess she was there, but she had to like pull out literally like the day before they were supposed to go on, because it came to their attention that she has issues with her heart. So she has like
Pericarditis.
pericarditis. Close enough. Yeah, basically, like, the tissue around her heart is like swollen, so she can't really do a whole lot of physical activity.
That's
Yeah, it sucks. She had a similar issue with her lungs for PSYPs.
it wasn't a similar issue. She was absent because she had like problems with her lungs.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like some weird like issue. Yeah, where essentially, she couldn't do any dancing or performing. Sucks for her, but yeah, she did come on like for the MC segments and talked, so she could at least do that much. I think there was like 12 cancellations, 16 cancellations for that show, so I wasn't sure if those were Shion fans or not. But yeah, so that was the lineup for that. Actually, they were like really close to running out of members because
Yeah, everyone's out.
Mirai and Shiori are out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Yuzu.
No, they actually ran out of members,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Yuzu is injured.
Oh, she was injured. Okay.
Yeah, there's no announcement, but she's been saying in Mobame, like she has the issue with her kneecap. And then Amirun and Kokona are graduating, so they don't participate in non-battle.
So it'd be rigged if they participate. If Kokona be game over for Team N. Yeah. So basically, it's like somehow Team M I think has more members than N.
It did, but 5 of them are out. So
Yeah, so it's like they're like at a disadvantage, or it's weird. Yeah. Anyway, so then let's go over the set list. So the set list, it's Shidari Yanagi, Doshaburi no Seishu no Naka de Gatsuki Girls. Then they do an MC segment. Then they do Hoshizora no Caravan, Katalea no Hana, o Miru Tabe ni Omoedasu, Amagami Hime, Hatsukoi Shijo Shugi. Another like MC segment. And then they do Namba I. No, they do Koi to Ai no Sono Aida Niwa.
Finally a good
So
song.
the new single song. Yeah, your hard dance song, I guess.
well, they fucked it up in the encore though.
Yeah, the encore, and then they just pull songs from the core Team M set list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koi no Onawa, Zero Santayo, and then Maten Ro no Kyori.
Yeah, like just for this encore list, like M deserves to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's great.
No.
Fucking Zero Sum Tayo. No.
They picked like literally the worst song. Actually, no, they didn't pick Green Flash at least, but they picked literally the worst songs from their set list that they could have put on this list.
Oh, I thought it was way better when they. So when I was watching live, I thought the main part felt like not so. It didn't feel that hype. But then like suddenly the encore is like, oh shit, this is Team M. I mean, even though I love all the songs in the main part, like
I think it's definitely the main part is like weaker than last year's main part.
last year it's
Because-
kind of exactly the same pattern, right? It's like start with one of the recent singles, then do like some cool songs, some happy songs, a vocal song, and then like finish with a like cool dance song.
Yeah, I thought the N one was much better. Well, except for fucking Dancing High. Fuck that.
We'll get to that, and we'll get there. Yeah. So let's talk about Team In. So yeah, their performing members were Yumin, Anon, Uka, Kojirin, Sadharu, Nagisa, Shinshin, Mighty, Hasa, and Mikana.
And the
Center was Nagisa. What a surprise!
Yeah.
Ryan called it day one. It's gonna be
I
Nagisa.
told you guys. I'm gonna predict the center for the next performance too. It's gonna be Kojirin.
Man, freaking Nostradamus in here. Hey,
I also predict that the sun will rise tomorrow. And
oh shit, man!
And Cameron's gonna come out like after the performances.
he is the sun.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like how he keeps every time he comes out, he changes his nickname or whatever. Like, I am the Zero Sum Tayo or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a frustrated comedian, so.
And then they did the same core set list, but their encores were things Diverge, and I guess this is presumably from their Team In set list, which they haven't performed yet. But it's Muchujin, Dancing High, and Juryoku Sympathy. Which, definitely a killer encore set. Like, Muchujin right off the bat, we're like, oh man, they're cheating.
Yeah.
This is like Mixed Juice with Moso Girlfriend all over again. However, unlike Mixed Juice, they didn't fuck it up at the very end, and they actually stuck to the landing. Only Ryan hates Dancing High.
Fuck Dancing High.
I don't hate it, but I'm bitter that this Team N is the first one to perform it.
This is why you should like it, Ryan, because it was robbed from Chihi.
Okay, maybe I'll change my mind. I have to go watch it. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jurok Sympathy is amazing too, so.
Yeah. Took me back 2012.
2012.
When AKB was still good.
Yeah. And then they did the full version. What was it, the full version? Like the final version of Muchujin with the better instrumentals. So that was good to finally see. They have different choreography too. Like Jeff knows that.
I mean, it's because the extended instrumental part Matt is talking about was not performed in the TV version. So there's like a move where they like move their arms around their face or something. It's nice, but
They're doing like Naruto moves around their face. Or something.
again,
I wish this was the single.
Yeah.
Or at least like make a video make a video for this.
at
Yeah.
least a like special dance performance video or something. Because I want to,
Yeah.
I
I'll
want
even
to see
take a Kojin video.
I want to see the full Senbatsu perform this, not Team N.
I mean, it's gonna happen eventually.
I mean, we did see it with
The concert.
the New Year's Day show,
Yeah.
That's true. They should.
but that was still like the ghetto version.
Yeah, I hope concerts rarely do full songs. That's the issue.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I guess because it's not like we'll see that at Coconuts concert. Probably not.
I mean, they might perform it, but they're not gonna perform like full. They're gonna just do like a mellow or something.
Yeah, I guess she technically is part of that Senbatsu, so I guess that would be a justification for it. But
Or they do it during the NAMBATTLE concert.
so, I mean, they'll do it for Team N's part, but not
Yeah.
the whole group. Yeah. Overall, I liked Team N's songs better than Team M's. We'll find out about Team N's full set list because they're actually going to be doing their Shonichi finally on March 15th. In the middle of their like non-battle performances.
It's really rough for them. They have to rehearse like the non-battle set list and then go back to Shonichi, and then like this performance was their first team performance, unlike M, which has had like a couple shows already. So
They'll be fine. It's all rigged for them anyway.
Let's go with that.
The management wants Team N to win. They want Nagisa and Kojin to win.
I mean, the narrative is there; it writes itself.
Yeah. Speaking of narrative, we can talk about the judges' scores. So judges were Anon, fan favorite judge from last year. Anon, not really.
Everyone
Keiko.
loves Anon.
Yeah, everyone loves Anon. Keiko, I think is a new person, just choreographer. And then Kimotsu, also fan favorite judge.
I don't think Kenmotsu gave crazy scores last time. Like it was it made a lot of sense.
He gave Kunmart the highest score.
Did he?
And that's when people.
Well, it has Kojirin and Keito in it.
That's when people went ultra conspiracy theory last year.
Wasn't his comment if this was at Oryx Theater or Osaka Joe,
you get 100 points or something?
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
And guess where the final is?
Yeah. But yeah, score. So for Team M, the total score, I guess, was 263 out of 300. And then for Team M, their total score was 261 out of 300. So Kenmotsu gave in a higher score, which seemed kind of weird. I think we joked that he split between Nagisa or Kato.
Yeah.
No, Kojirin or Keito.
Kojirin or Kato.
Yeah.
On who to give the preference towards. I think it's just going wrong with the whole narrative. They're gonna M will get the lead this time, and then next week N will get the lead, and then it'll be it's kind of evenly matched. It's gonna come down to the finals.
Yeah, so I think
as usual,
it's really almost meaningless and much less dramatic than last year because it's only 2 teams. So it literally doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't really matter what the actual score is. It only matters each individual judge. Literally, Anon and Kenmotsu only gave 1 point difference, and then Keiko gave a 2-point difference, and that's why N is behind by 2 points. So it's why give? Yeah, it just doesn't work. Because last year it was 6 different groups, Then you have the 100-point score that actually, and then they actually used it. And
they use badges also.
Yeah, there's a
badge.
badge.
This is cumulative.
Oh yeah, they did have badges last time. See, it's so half-assed this. I even forgot about the badges, but yeah, the ones last year actually kind of made sense.
Yeah,
I think it's because it was so many teams. That's your point value to keep track of it. Though the badges were kind of flawed because it was weird, winner takes all for certain things. And there was no half badges or when there's a tie, you couldn't split that somehow.
Yeah,
because both teams get the same amount. So, but yeah, the badges at least was a nice clean way to kind of keep track of everything. But yeah, this the scores are now cumulative. So basically, it'll be the 3 performance period scores will be added up over time. And it seems like they're keeping it really close. It's not going to be a landslide, and then suddenly, the losing team comes back.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they were probably told only you can't give that big of a difference. Otherwise, if Keiko was giving out 80s versus
ruin
60s,
the narrative.
Yeah, it would completely override any difference in Anon and Kenmotsu's scores.
Wasn't that what Seiko did last time?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Gave 100 and then 70 to everyone else.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is I don't know if I buy the they were told that they're not allowed to do that because no one told Seigo he wasn't allowed to do that.
Oh,
they probably just didn't care.
I think in the behind the scenes we always saw them discussing the I don't know if they gave their outright scores to each other, but then they definitely talked.
Yeah, they were doing. Yeah, they were talking to each other. Even last year's NAMBATTLE, they had the same thing.
Yeah,
let's see.
I just think overall this point system is really weird for having only 2 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are only 2 performances this year compared to 4, I think.
Yeah, it was gonna be
last year.
4.
Yeah.
Well,
that's because of
it was
Corona.
supposed to be 4.
It was 3 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's because everyone got Corona, so they had to delay this and make this rush project even more rushed.
I think there's just
messy.
Very little hype for this because the members themselves aren't prepared enough, and they don't feel confident in themselves. So it's like not really a legitimate competition.
The results are invalid. Yeah, I know it's interesting. We don't have no Akira as a judge,
He was like the
like the constant
yeah,
you'd
every
have for
round.
each show.
Yeah. I would be interested in seeing like what Akira like would grade them as. Like I mean, basically they're saying I mean it's stupid because it's just two teams, right? Just split NMB into two. And
Yeah.
so they're going to be like, well, not one team is not like, significantly better than the other. It's so dumb, like, because it's just two of them. If it was like, at least make it like three teams, like the competition between three teams, like that would make more sense, right? But just two of them, who cares?
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
Just make music videos for both of them.
Yeah! So that's...
Watch that be what
Yeah.
happens. Like, it's a tie. Oh! We need another song. We only have 3 songs right now. We need, like, a fourth and a fifth.
Oh my god, like... don't get me started on this. Like, it's so fucking stupid that, like, the prize for this is a team song. But, like, a team song used to be something that they gave all teams.
Yeah.
Now it's a prize. Oh, man. I would rather the prize be like, whatever, like YNN, like dinner in a French restaurant or something.
Well, they're already doing that for the B2 teams.
I know. Like, yeah, just do that for these teams because, like, the prize being a music video is pretty dumb. Do you think, like, Mika, like Kojirin and Nagisa and like Ray or whatever is gonna be excited for like, oh, you won a music video? Yes, thank you. This is now my 20th.
It's more like
I'll add this
it's
to
more
my
like
collection.
avoiding not getting a music video.
Yeah, but yeah, that's like it doesn't really matter to them though. Like,
Yeah,
do you
I think
think
it's
like
more for,
Kojirin
like, the
cares
captains.
she doesn't get like a music video?
It's more for the lower ranking members.
Yeah, and I think more for the captains. Like, it's at Haru and Karen's,
Yeah,
I think, battle, I guess.
Yeah.
Next week on March 16th and March 17th, N and M will go head-to-head again with a new set of judges. With Nishida Issei, who's like a choreographer, and then Macha Aki, who was
from
here
Explosion.
last year.
Yeah,
Explosion.
Yeah.
Choreographer. I think it's like a Yoshimoto dancer as well.
Yep. I think she
And
used to be
Ippei.
Yoshimoto Zaka or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
she was.
okay, I think it's.
And so is
So, yeah.
Anon.
Well, they're on hiatus, so he has a lot of free time now, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Ippei, who's also a choreographer, will also be a judge. So kind of a boring group of judges. This whole thing. It's all the choreographers. Like Kimos is the only non choreographer dancer.
Yeah.
Like last year, you had like Hirai Potter and the like music video director guy and some other stuff. So you had a different point of views. But I guess because this is mostly dance focused, I guess it makes sense to have choreographers. And then there's the B2 Kinkyusei non-battle thing that is like still, it seems so pointless, such an afterthought.
Yeah.
I'm like less excited for this than the other than ones. Just because it's a fan vote, there's no real judging. It's a popularity contest. And they did a dumb thing with this where they had like they had preliminary results after round 2, round 1, round 2.
Yeah,
Round 2,
first
this is round
after
2,
round
yeah.
1.
After round 1, yeah. And then with that, I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think it was like 600 something for Group A and then 400 something for Group B. So, at least it didn't seem like a huge landslide victory that I was like expecting. But maybe that's just like the echo chamber of the Discord getting in my head. But then today, I guess for the third B2 performance, they did another like vote check-in. And I guess they added on top of the last set of votes, and those votes were Group A got 1,740 votes. Group B got 1,922 votes.
Yeah. I mean, rigged.
You're calling shenanigans.
Yeah,
Rigged.
nah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, who cares? Like, the point is for them to get the experience, and I wish they would. I wish the actual B2 stage was this, rather than whatever the actual B2 stage is. Just because like it gets more of the girls in.
Yeah, you get to swap in and out. You get to see 20 girls perform instead of just 10 or 8 or whatever the dumb number is that they use.
Yep.
Pikaroon and Saibi still have not showed up.
Well, Pikaroon was supposed to do it, but I don't know. I don't know what happens.
Something weird happened with her.
Yeah.
And Saibi is still like...
Yeah, we need to put her like on a milk jug or something. Maybe you can put that as the icon for the
put a. Have you seen this girl?
Yeah, a missing person.
I mean, no, like based on like her Momame or the showroom or something, she had like some scary stories about wandering around Osaka. So actually,
yeah. I mean, we're laughing at it. It might not really be a laughing matter.
Yeah. It's weird, naive country girl in the big city, so it's kind of scary, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it just seems really weird with her situation. I go back to the votes though. Like, the votes seem really low. Like even like the first round was like only like 1,000 votes. I guess that shows just how much no one gives a shit about this contest, and B, moreover, people aren't willing to rig the votes to inflate the votes or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's free. It's just a Google form.
Yep.
So you can easily cheese it if you wanted to. Ryan's in the process of like setting up his like botnet to auto-create Google accounts.
Not really, but okay.
Even he doesn't care enough for this.
I don't really give a shit.
He'll do it for Nagisa's like TV show thing, but not for this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's just like I think just no one really cares.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I actually like the stage, so it's okay for them to do it. Like, just making it a contest is stupid. That's all.
Yeah, I would say I guess it's kind of a weird thing. I guess B2 to Kinkyusei is like they're all supposed to be like, inexperienced or trying to like, build up on each other. But I feel like last year's non-battle where the Kinkyuseis were mixed with like the promoted full-on medvers was better for the Kinkyuseis because they were able to learn much, faster and harder. So I think like 7 gens definitely improved from that. Whereas the 8 gens, I think their growth is going to be a lot slower through this.
No, the 7th gens are teaching them pretty well, I think. Like Mo-chan is suddenly like the big senpai who teaches everyone how to dance.
Big senpai in a small package.
But I think, they're trying to recreate like the growth of all the 7th gens from non-battle last year. But then, they won't have as many shows. And then like after this, who when they go back to doing only the regular Kenkyusei stage, like who knows how many 8th gens will actually get to appear.
Yeah, I think it's good for like the whole purpose of like
giving them experience.
More members get to participate. Because I think there were like some comments on like Matome or Twitter or whatever saying like, it's going to be a cancel Matsuri, because you're not showing off who's going to show up on these shows.
I mean, it is true though.
Yeah, but then now we don't know like, okay, 20 of the 22 members are going to show up no matter what.
Yeah, but then like
the one or two that you care about, you don't want to see. Okay, you may get screwed out, but odds are you'll still be able to see the.
Well, if you're like a Saibi Oshi, right? Like you kind of want to know when her first day is gonna be.
But also, if you're a Saibi Oshi, you know what kind of trouble you're getting into.
That's true.
Okay, well then I think that's gonna do it then for this non-battle 2 check-in. Thanks for listening. Yeah, and I guess as we said before, we probably won't be doing another check-in video or anything, check-in podcast later. So next time you hear from us will be after the non-battle finals, where you hear us being angry or happy about the results.
No, we'll be talking about how bullshit it is. Like that's my prediction.
As that's the most realistic.
Like, how did Yumin get first?
And about
That's
how
a preview.
Kojirin might not be the center for the next single.
Yeah.
Why isn't Nagisa in Senbatsu?
No, it's gonna be hilarious if it's like, Kojirin gets number 1, but then she's not center.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the old trick we were hoping for Miki.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's gonna do it for the podcast. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you think about the non-battle in the comments, or talk to us in the Discord, or email at us wherever you know where to find us. Till next time. Peace.